Hello everyone and welcome back to another ranking video. I'm Marvel DC fan and today I'm joined by AJ because we're going to talk about live action Superman costumes. And for those that don't know, AJ, you would say you're a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to Superman, right?
I would say so. Uh, Superman is Superman is one of my favorite characters in general, like all fiction. He's also one of my favorite heroes ever.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
I've consumed a lot of Superman content would be an understatement. Anyone would know after having a conversation with me about it.
Mhm.
Very excited to talk about this.
Yes. Yeah, this has been on the cards for a while now. We did actually record this a year ago, but
Mhm.
because of computer problems, it got lost in the cosmos.
It's
And
kind of better this way because are some slight alterations to be made
it's true.
for current, you know.
So, um, yeah, for those watching, if you've seen the other videos, you know what the deal is. In case you're new, he's going to give his list first, and then I'm going to give my list. So, why don't you start us off with your ranking from worst to best, AJ?
Okay, okay. We're, um, you see, it's hard for me to say, like, the, worst thing I've ever seen, but I'm going to have to go with. I'm sorry, Henry Cavill, but Autumn. Right. It's like even uh even Tyler Hoechlin's first suit, which I has because it's a CW suit.
Yeah.
I see, like, in concept than the like Man of Steel slash BVS suit because it has more color, has, has more dynamic design work. In general, it feels like more of an understanding of a Superman suit should look like.
Yeah.
I would I would have to put Marvel suit at the bottom, and
Okay.
feel free to anything if you want to say anything about that.
Well, it's just like,
I can go to the next one.
I mean, I really like Henry Cavill as Superman. I think his costumes, like, out of the ones that I was looking through, like, my favorite of his is his Man of Steel costume, but even that, like, is a little bit too muted for my taste. Um,
Yeah, it's just like no, Superman is one of the most colorful, one of the most colorful superheroes. Like the costume, I'll
right.
know that. Like the way it's designed is intentional to like pop, but that suit does not pop at all.
No. At least, yeah, no, not the Man of Steel version. At least, like they do, like for BVS onward, they have like the brighter colors and stuff, but those suits
Mm.
have other issues, which I'll probably get to when I talk about them.
It's
But
like I really want to love it. It's just needed more work, honestly,
yeah,
and it's nothing against whoever worked on that suit
yeah,
because obviously it's high quality.
hmm,
It's like creation. Um, so I'm to go with going back and forth, right?
yeah, just whatever you like. Like I said, worst to best, or yeah.
Okay.
So what's next?
I'm gonna have to go with Much as I really love this suit, there's like the ones above it are better. Go with the Superman Returns suit, which I adore.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love that suit. Besides like a couple things I changed, it looks great on him, and the way it's designed color wise looks great. Besides like in the yellow and the red, a little bit brighter would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Really solid suit. Um, just really solid suit. It's there like such a low positions because they're Superman suits that are so much better.
Yeah.
So the next one would have to be current Superman and Lois. Current Superman and Lois Superman suit,
Okay.
which I think looks incredible. Especially the like set photos I've seen of the mid version for the new season.
Yeah, I
Which
do. I do
upon
really
a lot.
like the set. Like I saw those set photos too, and I think like it is a much better version of that costume. So
Mm. It like I just love that they keep making it better.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like honestly, eh, that might be able to uh, either be close to taking the cake for number one, just be number one if it had the trunks.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, because I think the trunks are absolutely necessary for a Superman costume because divides the colors. In the suit is instrumental to why image of Superman is so iconic.
Yeah,
Balance of red, yellow, and blue across all the costume has to be, even. That's why that design is so long lasting. And I think the people who don't like the trunks don't like them for the sake of realism, and I think realism is frankly stupid when you're talking about uh, a guy who dresses up in tights and punches people.
that's true.
It just doesn't make sense. And two, they don't know color theory. No, I'm not like I don't have a degree in color theory. Do know a good amount about color theory. There is an innate scientific reason that for why certain colors work together. And the design of Superman's suit, perfect example of that.
Yeah,
Every color is like perfect place for it to pop perfectly. And that I mean that's instrumental for comic book character designs in general.
yeah.
It's all about that perfect balance of color. Yes, guys, we need color superhero costume.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a crazy idea. It's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so next one. Uh, next one, I'm honestly gonna have to go with it's another Superman and Lois one. They're just that good. The Fleischer Superman suit.
I love that suit.
I think it's just perfection. Like if we could just have like actually we just have like a flashback season of Superman and Lois just wearing that suit.
Mm-hmm.
care if that completely messes up the flow, the like series. I want that suit for like 10 episodes. Like, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is by far one of the greatest superhero costumes in all of the history of superheroes being on television or film.
Yeah.
Now, this is an outlandish statement, but I think that costume was majority of the MCU's. That's just
Yeah.
that's just how I feel. I love the cloth. Like, sucker for superhero costume looking like a superhero costume
Yeah.
and not like armor or um. About to announce the last two, and I think the last two are pretty definitive. Um,
Yeah.
so next one is Kingdom Come suit by Brandon Routh.
Right.
Is It's a wonder of like just costuming in general, and it's perfectly crafted, and the way that Brandon looks in the costume makes it even better because he has more of a view Superman build. Wearing that
Yeah.
really delivers on the physique and stature of man from that comic.
Hmm.
I, for one, really want to see that suit again. First, if WB Discovery could get their crap together,
Hmm.
which is not likely going to happen anytime soon,
Yeah,
of
probably not.
like a mini series, a Kingdom Come mini series starring Brandon Routh. I think that would be incredible. And I mean, that suit is it's everything I want in a Superman suit. Perfect modern day Superman suit.
Yeah.
Really sad that we only got that for Crisis and nothing else.
Yeah.
Because it's a waste that it's not being used ongoing.
Absolutely.
Like, if we're not gonna have Cavill as the DCU Superman, Brandon Routh,
Yeah.
like for years, ever since Superman Returns came out, and I know not everybody loves Superman Returns. You don't need to love Superman Returns to know that Brandon Routh is casting as Superman because you
Yeah.
have the right director behind it. And yeah, so that daily Brandon Routh spiel about how he's biggest wasted potential uh, superhero actor. Um, Final one, yeah, anybody could have guessed it if they know me. It's the Christopher Reeve costume.
Of
There's
course.
in my mind, it's the greatest superhero costume ever crafted in the history of hero film in general. Just
Yeah.
it's the definitive standard of how to portray superhero in live action, and I think time has told that. Because you think Superman, one thinks Superman, I can guarantee you most people think of that suit, even if they don't want to.
Hmm.
Guarantee. I mean, Reeve, definitive superhero actor. that is the definitive costume as well,
Mm-hmm.
and it just perfectly pops on the film screen, and um, I just love it to death.
Yeah.
And no, I don't think anything will beat that for me ever. Like, it's probably partly because of my nostalgia for it, but also just design and just incredibly well made.
Yeah.
That's my list. And I know I left out a couple, but I feel like those are the ones that are worthy of being on the list.
Okay. Hi everyone. So this may seem a little odd, but when recording the video, it went on way longer than I guess any of us expected it to. Or like it, after his list had ended, I tried to go through mine quickly, but we ended up recording for another 35, 40 minutes. it just it just went on and on and on. So I'm gonna record here just a brief summary of my list. I'm just gonna try and do this as quick as possible. Try not to talk it out. I'm just gonna give you my thoughts on each suit and be on my merry way. So yeah, first up we have the Smallville black trench coat. It just looks weird. I don't know why they decided to go for it. I guess I know they're on a TV budget, but like that whole show is just weird to me and what they did. Like I get it's supposed to be before he actually becomes Superman, but like this is just way too much. Like somebody on the team really liked the Matrix, and it's a little too much. Next up after that is the leather jacket, the red leather jacket, and this just looks terrible. I'm sorry. It's just a regular red jacket with a fucking Superman logo on it. So, yeah. Next up on my list, I had a whole bunch of whole bunch of really like bland suits, particularly like there was a Superboy show which comes to mind, which basically used the Chris Reeve outfit. There's a lot of projects between like the mid 70s to late 80s which used the Chris Reeve outfit or something very much like it. So I just lumped them all together into one spot, and some people might think that's cheating, but fuck you, it's my list. So next up is George Reeves. The classic Superman costume. It was a nice product of its time, but like just looking at it at a modern sensibility, it is kind of weird with basically the whole thing, like the whole top being basically just a sweater. And I don't like how low the cape hangs. I think that looks kind of strange, but yeah. Next up is the CW black suit. This is worn by one of the villains. I can't remember his name from the Elseworlds crossover, so it's not technically worn by Superman. And this is just weird to me because it's just the regular suit dipped in black dye. And it also has the collar on it too, so I don't know. Next up after that is the Zack Snyder black suit. It's the same kind of deal where it's just like the regular Superman costume in black. And they technically did that first with Man of Steel with the hallucination scene, but yeah. Also, I don't like it serves no purpose in the movie whatsoever. So yeah. Okay. So after that is the BVS outfit, and also I'm throwing in Justice League here too. I think as the movies kept going on, the suits just kind of looked cheaper and cheaper as they went, especially with Zack Snyder's or not the Justice League outfit. There's a lot about it which bugs me, like I like the brighter blue on the BVS outfit, but I think the materials just don't look right. The issue I have with Justice League is they have this underneath the suit is this kind of silver sheen, like these silver muscle plating, and the material is so see-through that you can clearly see the silver bits just kind of thrown in there, and it looks strange, to say the least. So yeah, kind of just lumping those two together because there's not really much difference between the two suits. It's just very minuscule stuff. So next up is the CW suit. This is the suit he wore in all the crossovers and in the Supergirl TV show. I think the suit would be a whole lot better with a different belt and boots, because I do like the colors. I do like the overall design. I like how the cape attaches to the little gold things on his shoulders. I think that's a neat idea. It's just the belt and the boots are holding it back, because the belt's way too bulky and the boots just look really weird with like the padding in front of it and whatnot. So yeah, not a fan of that. But overall, like a really decent outfit. Next up is the Superman Returns costume. Now, there's some things that I like. Like, I like the embroidered logo. And I like how they kind of put the S all over the material and stuff, and even in the belt and the boots. Like, that's a neat idea. The part that bugs me about that suit more than anything is first of all, the color scheme. To me, the blue is way too bright, and the red is way too dark, and the yellow is just like this weird mustard color. Just doesn't come out right. And the collar is a little too tight around Brandon Routh's neck. I don't like that. I like the neck to be more open with my Superman suits. So, but yeah, it's just, the suit is weird, to say the least. It had issues. Next up is Lois and Clark. I think overall, like just about everything looks really good. The logo, the boots, I like the dark blue color to it. The thing that bugs me is the belt buckle. They decided to go for this kind of square shape, and to me that looks kind of odd on a Superman costume. I'm more of a fan of the oval like outfits. So that's the only thing I would change, though, for the most part, is just that. But next up is the Man of Steel outfit. Henry Cavill's first costume. I think overall, like, it looks really high quality. The one thing I would change about it is that it's just way too muted with all of its colors. And like, if you just brighten it up more, then I think it would stand out and look really nice on screen. Other than that, though, I like the alien design to it. Like it's a little bit, it's more unique than some of the other costumes further on the list. But yeah, overall, really nice effort. After that is the Superman and Lois costume. For a modern take on Superman, I think this outfit really works. I like the blue. I like the belt. The boots look nice. And for the most part, it's a really great suit. The only two things I would change is the collar, because I don't like how tight it is on Tyler Hoechlin. And the logo, like, it's screen printed on, and it just blends in a bit. And also it's muted too, which I'm not a fan of. It looks like they're going to rectify that with the newest version of the costume that I've seen in the set photos. Also, another thing too, I forgot to mention, is that the suit's way too bulky. Like, the muscle padding underneath is just too bulky. I'm not a fan of that. But yeah, I do really like the new version they're going to do for this next season. It looks really nice. So yeah, looking forward to it. Number 3 is the Flesher Superman outfit. If we're talking one-to-one translations, like, this is right out of the cartoon. It's got everything. It's got the black S, or it's got the black around the S, like the trunks, all that. It looks fantastic. I wish we could see more of this suit, because it's a great design overall. And yeah, not really much else to say on it. So I'm going to move on to number 2, which is the Kingdom Come outfit. Basically, the last 3 are just me and AJ, we feel the same way about. So Kingdom Come, everything about it is great. I love the belt. I love the symbol. I like how it's embezzled out, like it sticks out from the suit. That's great. The boots, the cape, like, just everything about it looks great. So I'm going to move on to number 1, which is, of course, the Christopher Reeve outfit. Like, this is one-to-one Superman. So there's nothing else to really say about it. It is Superman, and it is one of the best costumes in all of comic book media. It works so well. and it stands the test of time. So, yeah, that's about it. So, yeah, that is my list, and it's the end of the video. So, thank you, AJ, for showing up once again. Finally getting this out of the way because I've been
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of videos that like were either recorded or just I
The
had
lost
on a list.
episodes
Yeah,
of the
just on
Speaking Nerd
a
podcast.
just on a list that I always wanted to like circle back around to. So I'm glad that we could finally get this um, out of the way.
There's just a VHS in the darkest corner of Marvel's room labeled "The Lost Episodes of the Speaking Nerd Podcast."
Oh yeah, yeah, literally. um, so do you want to tell the audience what you're, anything to plug, what you're working on, what can we look forward
Oh,
to?
well, long-awaited Spawn video came out last week, and it is my most viewed video. You know, there's never too many views, or too many likes, or too
Hmm.
many comments, or too many shares,
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. Wink.
yeah.
Nudge. Oh, please watch.
Yes.
Because I think it's my best video, and I really want it to I want it to do really well. Because one, I want to talk more about that kind of subject. Two, I want it to be kind of a transitional period to make higher quality videos, which I feel it is a higher quality video than what I usually make.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I highly recommend it. Go watch it. I'll probably put a link for the video in the description so you can just go watch it immediately. Uh, it is a beautiful work of art, and it makes me really look forward
Thank
to
you.
what you have coming for other
Thank you.
subjects and topics and whatnot. So,
Besides that, those I'm working on the crazy project that is the my DC film projects, which you guys have no idea how expansive this is getting.
mm-hmm.
More than just originally it was just a Batman movie. It's
Right.
getting so much more than that, including Superman, obviously.
Yes.
Which I will end up I will end up releasing a Superman movie before
For
Warner
WB
Brothers will.
does.
So.
Uh,
Because we're planning on filming it next year, and you know what next year is? 10 years since we've had a Superman movie.
that's right. Yeah. It's so sad.
He's sad no longer.
Yes, I
I'm
can find.
I'm bringing it home, baby.
Hell yeah. Finally look forward to Superman on the screen.
Hmm.
um,
It's gonna be as classic as you can get. It's got trunks too.
hallelujah.
Yes. I mean, just a lot of projects going on. I mean,
Yeah,
a crazy amount of projects. It's been insanity.
for sure.
Um, I have a schedule for videos, as Marvel knows.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I've got a lot of video ideas planned. Um, I'm hoping to make October a spooky one, so say that.
Hmm.
I will say that the videos in October will be pretty swampy. I'll
Ooh.
say. I won't say anything more than that. Check out my Twitter, my Instagram, all that. Subscribe to my YouTube
Yes.
channel, and watching the podcast.
Yes. Of course. Um,
You.
Cause, so yeah, go check all that out. Stay tuned for what I have planned. I got some stuff coming up here soon, which should be a lot of fun. Go watch the playthrough channel. We're in the midst of playing through Arkham Asylum right now, and that's a whole lot of fun.
It's very exciting.
Yes, and also check out the podcast. We got some Halloween type videos coming up, which would be fun to kind of delve into some spooky, scary content that'll shiver down your spine.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
Yes. But yeah, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. We'll see you with whatever we decide to rank next. I don't know what it'll be, but I'm sure it'll be something. But thank you all so much for watching. And of course, don't forget to take care of yourselves. See ya.